longa A Rota do Mármore retrata a cadeia do consumo global ao acompanhar a odisseia do mármore grego pelo mercado interno chinês. Para isso, o filme faz conexões complexas, no entanto com um toque de leveza. Nessa entrevista realizada em parceria com o WWF-Brasil, Sean Wang, diretor do filme, conversa sobre consumo, cultura e globalização. Assista.
So, based on your experience doing this movie and trying to bring this storytelling to the movie, how do you see the connection of the legacy of the culture of local communities, traditional peoples, to this global marble story that you brought to us?
Okay. In this film, we can see that a kind of traditional culture or architecture has been manufactured and been appropriated into another quite diametrically different kind of culture from Europe to China. And this is a result of the big scale modern globalizations manufacturing. And in this system that is dominating the world, all the authentic traditions or specific cultures has been copied and has been devalued by the unbelievable number of the replica that have been produced by human beings. So in this process, though some kind of what we think is a kind of typical legacy or cultural heritage of one kind of culture, though it's been known and visited by people from all over the world, itself has become how to say, the value of the self has become I forgot the word. It's become nothing, just now. But I think in this film, I try to build up another layer in terms of the cultural heritage. It is that though a lot of authentic traditions been copied and been disseminated by globalization, the history of human beings' heritage of traditions is also a kind of a procedure that keep copying the how to say precedents, copying the last civilizations that enjoy the homogeny. But actually, tradition is a thing that is being manufactured. That's my second point, is that there's never any authentic tradition or heritage. So all the civilizations is structured, and it is a process. So, but the only thing we can do in this time is try to, on one hand, to protect those cultures that is in risk, but also I think still dare to believe in progressivism and the evolution of the human beings' society.
When we see the expression of culture and arts of the communities that we have today, how can we today listen to understand and really enlighten, give light to these new expressions, these not so usual expression, not traditional expressions, but the really updated, mixed, complex, so many times, really not so well accepted expression of culture and arts of the current communities today, not just in China, Beijing, but also all over the other places that you know over.
Yeah, I think still the communication between different societies and cultures still is on the basis of multi-communication, though in the last 3 years, this communication has become much less active, especially from this year, the third year of COVID. China is still blocking its physical, but also how to say, software to the outside of the world. And I think that if we're talking about China, I think this deep cooperation and participation to the globalization substantially make China become part of the world, but still I don't think that the real communication between different cultures can only be based on just economic and physical cooperation.
How hopeful are you that we can achieve this next step to society where people can really be more respectful, to understand the other cultures?
I think that I'm pessimistic in short term, but more optimistic in the long term, because as we all can feel in the last half decade, especially in the last 2 years, that history is changing much faster than the last 40 years after the founding of neoliberalism. Though maybe in short term, I know that both in Brazil and in China, the two societies facing, from my perspective, some kind of similar problems, like the rise of nationalism, the superstition to developtism. I don't know if I use a correct word. And we are both developing countries, and we are both huge country, domestically very rich, culturally, economically. So there are a lot of similarities and challenges that we're facing, but I believe that once we find that the history is still in progress, there will be, I believe that after a short time of dark time, like the beginning of 20th century, as we all know from the history book, that there will be some change, but people need to take action by themselves. The biggest issue that people are talking about is about the Sino-America trade war. But after the finish of the film, it seems that issue, though in that time, is we saw it as such a huge problem. After COVID, after the war, Ukrainian war, it seemed like for me, it's like it happened in the last century already. our history has been accelerated more and more. And also the global structure that Marvel Travelogue tried to shape also has changed significantly, especially for China. So yeah, we all have such an anxiety, but I don't think that we should lose our hope for the future.